All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. We're gonna diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. And BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, is when the unique CTR all for a Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere, anywhere on our ad. Basically, this is the number of women that did not simply just scroll right on by. So they click somewhere on the ad, anywhere. And we care about this because then we know our Boudoir Facebook ad entered that woman's brain. And we know if our Boudoir Facebook ad enters a woman's brain, that's literally the only time that our chance of buying from us is greater than 0. So under 6% is a problem, and we gotta get this above 6% and ideally as high as possible. So unique CTRL is super common, or under 6% is super common, but it is not normal. It is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. So the 3 PCM, 3 pre-click mistakes, are the root cause of Boudoir low-click syndrome. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe building up here. BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. And now BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico. Can't get this anywhere else. We invented it. In treatment, this takes about a week. What we do is we duplicate the Boudoir Facebook ad, leave the original one as it is, on or off, whatever. We treat the duplicated one with Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week, and at the end of the week, we simply keep whichever one running has the has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated one. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes. We now have pre-click alignment, PCA. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So from my residency, went out and found a Boudoir Facebook ad out in the wild, brought it here to the hospital, tested it, found out its unique CTR was 4.3%. So that means this ad is only going into every, 4.3 out of 100 women's brains. So it's under 6%. We know BLCS is present. Duplicated it, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and we got the unique CTR all up to 6.88%. So that means we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS was wasting 37% of their ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then we actually know that 3,700 bucks a month is being wasted. So we can cut that wasted spend out instantly. So save the 3,700 bucks a month, which would be like 40 grand in the first year. That'd be kind of like as a phantom profit by only running the Boudoir Pico treated ad. And we can run that just at only 6,300 bucks a month, but get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So that's the magic of this. Next, second part of my residency, went out and found a second one, brought it to the hospital, tested it, found its unique CTR was 1.39%. All right, that's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So let's duplicate it and let's treat it with BLC or Boudoir Pico. It takes about a week. So we did that. We got the unique CTR all up to 9.13%. So insanely good. And we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad is wasting 84% of its ad spend. So since it's wasting 84% of its ad spend, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can actually duplicate. Oh, actually, we can just take our spend, put it on the Boudoir Pico treated ad at 1,600 bucks a month and get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original running at 10 grand a month. So 8,600 bucks a month in savings. Literally, what's that? 100 grand in the next year, kind of like phantom profit back in the business owner's pocket. Next, we got the had a patient come in, Saw his Boudoir Facebook ad, 5.03% unique CTRL, so it's under 6%. We know that BLCS is present. So we actually did duplicated his Boudoir Facebook ad, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, and found out with treatment, his unique CTRL got up to 15.35%. So we found out he was wasting 67% of his ad spend on, with that original one. So now we can, eliminate, if you spend 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, we can eliminate 6,700 bucks in wasted ad spend, keep that as a, again, like a phantom profit. And we can actually pocket that like 80 grand in the first 12 months and run the Boudoir Pico treated ad at 3,300 bucks a month, get our ad into the same number of women's brains as the original Boudoir Facebook ad running at 10 grand a month. So super awesome efficiencies here. So from what I've seen, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. Literally approximately half. I mean, look at the numbers here. We got wasted 37%, wasted 84%, wasted 67%. And so the average of that's probably like between 50 to 60%. So spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, about 5 to 6K, approximately 5K every month's being wasted. That's 60 grand over the next 12 months. So we want to fix that. So now coming here, we want to see if the check out, see what things we got that could be causing BLCS, if any. So I do see we got the below creative cluster mistake here. This is filling out all the things Facebook recommends us to fill out. That is good for Facebook, but bad for us. So it's the false belief we're following here. And the consequence of this, way more women scrolling by our ad than necessary. So we're paying for that impression, but our ad is not entering those women's brains. It's going to pull our unique CTRL under 6%, higher chance of causing BLCS. And this actually is what Facebook wants because Facebook can serve more ad spend per unit time. Now, looking at the creative, all right, we got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe our ads should be like ads because that's how we've always seen ads in newspapers, magazines, TV, social media, other Boudoir Facebook ads. They've always looked like an ad. The consequence of this though is way more women scrolling by our ad than necessary. Our ads not entering their brain, wasting that impression. And finally, let's see what we got here. In a Boudoir session when you never feel ready, but do it anyway. So looking at the see more headline here, first 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. When a Boudoir session, or if you never feel ready, but do it anyway. All right, yeah, lack of context mistake here. Most common thing that I'm seeing the most of. False belief that causes us to make this mistake is we're believing incorrectly that we're providing enough context. And what we're providing is the #1 way to bring in buyers from a Boudoir Facebook ad, and that is incorrect. Now the consequence of this is way more women are going to be scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary. Pulling our unique CTRL under 6%. Higher chance of BLCS. So looking at this, yes, this Boudoir Facebook ad, yes, I do believe it has. So the unique CTRL, I believe it is under 6%, causing this Boudoir Facebook ad, I believe, to have Boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser and your unique CTRL of your Boudoir Facebook ads, you've got BLCS, so it's under 6%, and you want to pull more profit out of the business because more Boudoir photographers entering the market every day. It seems like when someone gets a new camera or a new iPhone, and they're actually joining all the mom groups, offering the $50 shoots. but you want to pull more profit out, get more optimized, get more out of your ad spend, um, because price is going up for everything kind of in real life all over. And so if you're spending more than 10 grand a month and you want to save approximately, 50% of that ad spend, eliminate that, put that back in your pocket, which would be about 60 grand over the next year, then shoot me a DM when my patient intake form happens. Well, when I open for new patient intake, my DMs are closed right now, but my DMs do open. Shoot a DM at that time, and we'll see if you qualify.